Whoever you are, wherever you are, hope you are blessed and doing safe. Ladies and gentlemen, greetings, family. Of course, I'm tuning in. You see me without the glasses off today. But if you're looking for some opportunities, particular advertisement opportunities, then look no further at the link at the bottom to my email address. You can hit me up for advertisement opportunities. We are supporting and promoting your businesses here on this channel. You can also, if you would like to donate and subscribe to our Patreon, a link is at the bottom as well. So you have multiple ways in which you can advertise with the platform by emailing me when we go on do our live stream. You also have access to premium content. Those that want to see premium content that you will not find here on YouTube or Facebook or Twitter, as I am suspended probably by now. You guys can check out the Patreon at link at the bottom. But advertisement opportunities, definitely email me, gavin.grich1@gmail.com for rates. And for the Patreon, it is the same as the YouTube channel. It is channel gboot2786. All right, I'll holla. Peace. Oh, yeah. What's up, family? What's up, family? Take a check. 2 step. Take a front. 2 step. To the left. 2 step. To the right. To the right. And to the front. 2 step. What's going on, y'all? Oh, I love this beat. I love this beat. How we doing today, ladies and gentlemen? Hope you all are safe and doing blessed. If you're watching via Rumble, via X, or YouTube, wherever you are, hope you are blessed and doing safe. We have a lot to get into today. I'm not going to actually make it a long live stream as of today. Hope everybody's doing good. We're going to get into today. You know, I was going to talk to you all about the Young Thug update with Judge Danville. But what we're talking about today is when white supremacy stands on business, on its business. So there's a couple of things that happened over the weekend or over this week. I'm going to share this video with y'all. This is from this little clip that I have here in a second. But how many of y'all, obviously, you know that if you Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, we've been talking about this. It's been like the main thing that's yo. Oh, all right. I couldn't see myself. I don't know what's going on. All right. So I have. Hold on 1 second, fam. All right, looks like I lost some people. I'm coming on in 5, 4, 3, 2. Boom. Boom. Okay, there we go. What's up, family? Welcome to another edition of Random Topic Tuesdays via Rumble, X, and YouTube. Look, I am sorry. I don't know. We had a little technical difficulty right here. But what we're going to be talking about today is what happens when white supremacy stands on its business. Now, there's been, obviously, y'all know a lot that's happened over the weekend. Hell, I know a lot of you don't even follow and watch the WNBA, but you all know, I should be aware of who Angel Reese is because we talk about her. I'm sure you also know about Caitlin Clark. So we're going to get into that in a minute and how that ties into also Charlemagne the God and Bill Maher. Now, I'm going to play some clips that y'all have to decide and listen to. But essentially what happened over the weekend, there was the WNBA game that was going on with Caitlin Clark, Indiana Fever versus Angel Reese and Chicago Sky. Now, I've talked about this before. This is their second meeting in a professional setting. And Angel Reese's team has won 2 in a row against her. I'm sorry, I said Angel Reese, or is it Caitlin Clark? Caitlin Clark's been 2-0. Now, what you had happen, I don't know if anybody knows or remembers this guy, but this is Matt Leinart. Matt Leinart is a former quarterback. I remember him for playing for USC back in early 2000s. Him, Reggie Bush, I can't think of a couple of others. I remember them because I think we had Pete Carroll was the coach. I distinctly remember that because they went up against Vince Young and the Texas Longhorns. And Matt Leinart decided to fix his mouth on some shit that didn't even involve him. Matt Leinart decided to say and wanted to play the victim. He even took down his post. But he called for Angel Reese to be suspended because of a hit that Caitlin Clark did. I'll show y'all. Hold on.
Oh, again, Caitlin Clark. Look at this.
Dave Portnoy. This is a white supremacist piece of shit that has been known to make remarks about black folks in particular. He's made remarks about the LSU's team, Angel Reese. I remember last year I've called him out on stuff. So Dave Portnoy, y'all know, is, I think he owns Barstools. Am I wrong? It's a gaming company. Not a gaming company, but I think they do betting. He's a white boy. Portnoy. He's a rich ass white boy. Punk ass, I should say. Yeah, Barstool. So he decided to fix his mouth on Angel Reese and the game, and he's calling this a flagrant foul. Now, Angel Reese it looks like she's not even looking at Caitlin Clark. She's looking at the ball. That's Angel Reese. That's Caitlin Clark trying to make a layup. Now, it's not uncommon that when players going for a layup or going in, that they get fouled. It's common in basketball. But they gave Angel Reese a flagrant. So watch this.
Not a play on the ball by Angel Reese. Hey, Shaq, I'd lay off her. She's just so goddamn dirty. Like, not going for the ball at all. What is this? Just an absolute cheap shot. Angel Reese, Chicago Sky, dirtiest players in the game, and it's over and over and over and over.
This is why a lot of people stop, especially me, stop watching sports, because they are the ones that really push the racial shit and push stuff that's not involvement. It's so clear that they're pushing an agenda. They tried to say, and I'm going to get tired of sitting with Bill Maher and Charlemagne the God a little bit later, but they're trying to say that maybe she's doing something exceptional and people are jealous, black people are jealous. No, people are not jealous of Caitlin Clark. People are upset because white girls play in the WNBA before. The problem is she's getting all this attention and she's not even improving. and she has struggled. You wonder why she's been kicked out of or didn't get selected for the Olympics? Because she's not the 12th best player in the world, yet alone in the WNBA. But that's what Portnoy did. And Matt Leinart, it looks like he deleted his post, but Matt Leinart was calling for a suspension of Angel Reese. Matt Leinart was calling for her suspension. Now, I'm going to put this up. And a lot of people have even commented on Matt Leinart. Here's remark. So, people took exception to what he had to say, including me. And I retweeted his tweet. So, this is what he said. I don't know. Damn, why do I always get this stuff on my timeline? Sorry, y'all. So, I went to my Twitter page. Y'all can go here. He's taking the video of this stuff down. Trying to get to my tweet. Hold on. So, I'll get to him in a second. He wrote this on June 16th. He said, Angel Reese should be suspended, period. Not good for the game. Y'all saw that. He called for her suspension, and people have been lighting him up. They have been lighting his ass up. Nah. People have clapped back at that. A lot of people were clapping back at what he said, and he started to play the victim, talking about he's getting hate. This was a guy who was, let's look at his career. So, this is Matt Leinart's. Oh, I'm going to just switch this to y'all for a second. Matt Leinart is 41 years old, and he played for 4 teams. Now, he won the Heisman back in 2004, right before Reggie Bush. But I remembered Matt Leinart wasn't really a damn good quarterback in the first place. So, y'all look at Matt Leinart's record. Drafted by the Arizona Cardinals. I'm about to say St. Louis. Tell y'all how old I remember St. Louis Cardinals, but no, Arizona Cardinals. He played 3 seasons. Houston Texans, Oakland Raiders, Buffalo Bills. His career ranking, his statistics, he's thrown 15 touchdowns to only 21 interceptions, with a passer's rating of 70.2%. That's how he did in the NFL. Because he didn't have that system at USC when he went to Arizona. That shit didn't work. You can't be doing passing to an all-star running back. You didn't have that in Arizona. You didn't have somebody like Reggie Bush. And when he got Larry Fitzgerald, he couldn't do shit. So Kurt Warner had to come in from New York, and Kurt Warner led Arizona on that Super Bowl run. So I remember stuff like this. But they have nothing. And so people have been lighting him up. They think he was off the rails. He's calling for a suspension of somebody who if you clearly see, it happens all the time in basketball if a person gets fouled. It's just a common thing. A flagrant is when you swing a punch at someone, that's flagrant. When you throw an elbow at somebody, like Meta World Peace did when he was running down the court and elbowed James Harden in the head, that was a flagrant. He got suspended for that. That's what you get suspended for. That's what you get thrown out of the game for. They did that to protect the Golden Goose. Did y'all know that game got over two? Oh, this how pathetic this WNBA game, NBA is. They rarely can average a million players, a million viewers. On this game in particular, they got 2.25 million, which is the largest audience in history of the WNBA, according to the reports from Bleachers News. According to the Bleachers report, that's like that was on CBS. They put it on a primetime game, and that's because they know they are playing a racial card. Everybody knows they play the racial card. That's always been present. In 23 years, it's the most watched WNBA game. 2.25 million. The game peaked with nearly 3 million. Now, I don't even know if that's right because you got to factor in now we're in the internet, so people obviously can be watching either via streaming, they can be watching old clips, they can be watching clips of the game. How they factor that in, I don't know. But I can believe it's the highest rated game. I'll say that much because Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese, there's a racial dynamic here, like Larry Holmes versus Barry Cooney in the 80s. Magic versus Bird. The Celtics, who won the championship last night against the Dallas Mavericks. They called the LSU women dirty debutantes earlier this year during the March Madness tour. Do y'all remember that? They called Sister Angel Reese dirty debutante. The girl who was the Bayou Barbie, who brought LSU a championship. Her and her teammates, dirty debutantes. But you got punk ass Leinart, who couldn't throw a Hail Mary to save his life in the NFL. Couldn't throw a vertical pass, couldn't throw a slant correctly. I remember him. Every time he was throwing a ball, it was going. You didn't know if the teammate was going to catch it or somebody else. He made it to the Hall of Fame. A big bust. They talk about DeMarcus Russell. He's one of them. Yeah, DeMarcus was a huge bust. That Leinart ain't that far though. But of course, you had to have other people make a comment, and y'all know who I'm talking about right now. You'll see in a second. Oh damn. Yeah. That Bishop Montez down with Angel Reese, like black guys, no amount of racism. Of this young lady is going to be real disappointing most children. Absolutely. So I want to put this up there so y'all know who had to open his mouth. This soft shoe punk ass. Let's talk about him. Ocho. He was just going to have to comment, wasn't he? Now, I'm going to play it. I'm going to speed the sound up
First, let me clarify something. Angel Reese should
I
not
won't
be
use the
suspended
music.
for that foul. Let me dispute that
Fair use,
wild
by the
notion
way.
that has been circulating
So I
on
got to
social
talk
media.
through it. I don't
It
want
was
a copyright
basketball
strike.
play.
Hold on.
Let me get ahead of that. Now, what I will also say is, Angel, your actions are starting to speak so loud, we can't hear what you're telling us. Because what you told us, if we go back to March 31st, was simple. You said you think people just take it like we hate each other. And Caitlin Clark and I don't hate each other. I want everybody to understand that. That's what you told us. The problem is your actions vehemently disagree. Because on June 1st, after Kennedy Carter cheap shots Caitlin Clark, you get up and you celebrate the cheap shot of Caitlin Clark. Then fast forward 2 days later, you say, I'll take on the bad guy role. Then fast forward 2 weeks later, you wear Joker shoes. Now, for those that don't know, Joker's obviously a notable villain character in one of the most famous stories that we all like to celebrate in Batman. And then yesterday, you get a flagrant foul by hitting Caitlin Clark in the head. It was a basketball play, family, but what I want is simply for Angel and those that are a little bit ignorant to what has been going on to understand that Angel's actions are starting to speak so loud, we cannot hear what is being said. For those that are unfamiliar, let me tell you all, there have been 540 minutes of Chicago Sky basketball. Pay attention to this detail. 540 minutes of Chicago Sky basketball, of which Caitlin Clark has played 74 minutes against the Sky. The Sky only have 2 flagrant fouls all season. Y'all want to know who the 2 flagrant fouls are on? Caitlin Clark. So was it a basketball play? Yes, it was. Should she be suspended? Absolutely not. But if you've only played 540 minutes of basketball, and of those 540,
What are you talking about?
you only got 2 flagrants, and they happen to be against Caitlin. I don't think it's coincidence. I think there might be causation and for sure correlation.
What the hell? Negro. African booty scratcher. What? You drew from 2 games that they had that there was that the 2 flagrant fouls, it's causation and retaliation against Caitlin Clark. It's jealousy. Are you stupid? The Indiana Fever, as well as the Chicago Sky, have losing records right now. Caitlin Clark has not been a factor in any of these games. Not a huge factor at that. She's finding out that college is not the same as professional. There's 2 different arenas. And everybody, of course, is ignoring the elephant in the room, although everybody knows what it is the racial element that you have a white girl like Caitlin Clark who can, I'm not saying she can't play, but they're trying to make her into Larry Bird, and they're trying to make Angel Reese into Magic Johnson, because in the 80s, that's what filled the Garden Center. That's what filled the Forum in Los Angeles. So the Garden Center was in Boston. Did I say Garden Center? Is that correct? Or what's the NBA stadium? I know that might be the new name, but what's Boston Celtics old arena? What was the name of it? The Boston Garden. Yeah, I had it correct. Okay. Yeah, I know my stuff. The Garden. And so, yeah, this dude Ocho is between him and Jason Whitlock, Charles Barkley, and Stephen A. Smith. I don't know who soft shoes the most. The tapping is loud. I think it's the great the great cool race. The only race Whitlock can actually run in without breathing hard. I don't know what it is. It's getting louder. The tapping is getting louder. He's always got something greasy to say about black folk. All of them do. So we tie this in. So white supremacy standing on business. When you see Dave Portnoy and others talking about Caitlin, and of course they send their minions like Emmanuel Ocho to come out, but they got another minion who, although he might be a liberal, he surely is not a friend of yours. He's one of the worst kinds. This guy, Bill Maher. Now, I've been critical of Bill Maher. This is the same Bill Maher who, mind you, after O.J. Simpson died, even before O.J. Simpson died, he was calling him a murderer, even though the man was acquitted, even though they knew and he knew that evidence was planted. He talked about the blood being in her socks. The defense had already provided their experts and showed how that was all planted. But Bill Maher chose to ignore that. And so they bring out their tokens. They bring out Charlemagne, the guy, Leinart. They brought Charlemagne out. And I'm going to play. They talked about how blacks have to work harder. That's what Charlemagne said. He said black people have to work 5 times harder than whites. And you're going to hear what Bill Maher had to say. I want y'all to listen to what Bill Maher said to Charlemagne. Hold on. Now listen to this. I can't show the whole. I'm going to show the clip, and only the clip because, as you know, HBO will put a copyright strike on anything. So this is from someone who posted it. So let's go.
But you don't think it's a problem that this young woman, there's so many examples where, I mean, black people are very marketable.
Well, ask yourself
and
this:
she seems to have been indoctrinated into this. They don't see it as marketable, so it doesn't matter how hard I work.
Well,
I don't think that's accurate or healthy. I mean, when people come into the league and they're like the biggest thing in college, isn't that a big deal?
No, because Angel Reese was the biggest thing when she came out of South Carolina. That's where I'm from. So she was one of the biggest things when she came out of South Carolina, #1 draft pick. And she didn't get all of that. So what do you attribute that to?
I mean, you're saying that's racism.
No, I'm not saying it's racist. I'm just saying that I think Asia Wilson has a point. And I think sometimes when, black women say certain things, we should listen, especially her, because I'm not in her shoes.
I don't know. But why was Serena Williams such a big star? Because people like that. They didn't not watch her because she was black, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So where are we with this?
I don't know. I'm just sitting back observing the conversation, but I do think...
Well, you're in the conversation. What do you mean?
I'm not a woman.
I'm not. You're in this conversation.
So he used Serena Williams as an example. He used Serena Williams as this example that white people came to see Serena Williams, so how can you claim racism? There are blacks who are marketable. Both of them are. Bill Maher, let's never forget, Bill Maher is the one that's always talked about how he wished there was less people in the world. Bill Maher, let's not forget, said he's a house nigga on HBO Live, on live television, and they brought Ice Cube and Michael Eric Dyson to give him a pass. But I want y'all to look at this. So Bill Maher was disappointed by Charlemagne because Charlemagne said blacks have to work 5 times harder in America. And Bill Maher said this.
I thought it was the kind of speech you'd have given in 1974, maybe 1984, but not in 1924. McWhorter, for goodness sake, can we please admit the time passes? I remember my mother saying that in the 70s when it still made sense. It's simply not true anymore, and we should celebrate that. You agree with that?
I don't know if it's 10 times better, but maybe 5.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
You think you have to be 5 times?
Yeah, when you black in America, absolutely.
In 2024?
Yeah, when you're black in America, when you're a woman in America, if you're a black woman in America, absolutely.
I think that's a zombie lie.
Why?
Because I just don't think that's America anymore. Lowry said, I thought it was the kind of speech you'd have given in 1974.
He said it's a zombie lie. A zombie lie. That's what Bill Maher said. This is what the white liberal like Bill Maher thinks about you. And that's just not to say that there aren't some genuine whites who care about blacks, but Bill Maher has been marketed as this white boy who's down for the cause, down for black people. Oh, he's dating these black women. That's suspect, as Wayne Brady once pointed out. Remember, he said he wanted his president to be, he didn't want his president to be a Wayne Brady type of black. And Wayne Brady checked him, and rightfully so. You never walked a day in a black man's shoes. So how dare you try and make a remark about me being black? But you say it's a zombie lie. What we're dealing with, ladies and gentlemen, Bill Maher has shown his true colors. He's shown it for me before. I stopped watching real time. If you know anything about him, Bill Maher was on Politically Incorrect on ABC. And sometime after the 9/11 attacks, he made a remark. Can't remember offhand what it was, but the show got canceled. And so HBO brings him on. And HBO, is part of Time Warner. And he's been on there for 16 years, 17 years. Put it this way. When Real Time started, that was around the time back, I want to say around 2003, 2004, I could vote. I started voting in 2004. I was 18. So now Bill Maher comes out, he's saying this shit. Y'all got to pay attention to stuff like this. So Bill Maher is what Malcolm X described, where they stab you in the back and they pull a knife out by a few inches and call it progress. Well, Bill Maher, he has talent. He's got talent. He's talently full of shit. And he pushes the agenda. Now, I've noticed they say as he's gotten older, he started to take more conservative positions on stuff, on certain things. And even me, now look, I'm conservative about some stuff. And there's nothing wrong with that. But you got somebody who is not black telling other black people what they should be and be happy about, who's never walked in a black man's shoes in America. I remember when the NFL, when they had the protests going on and the blacks were kneeling, with Colin Kaepernick and all the other players kneeling. And I remember Joe Namath, the Hall of Fame quarterback, was even interviewed about it on Fox. And he actually stood up for the black players. He said, I've never lived in a black man's shoes. I've never walked in their shoes. So I can't speak negative of them. And Joe Namath was in his 70s at this time. He's about 80-something years old, but he was an old school player. But he was part of that time in the 60s when they had the sexual revolution, which Bill Maher was a part of. Yes, we remember Bill Maher from DC Tab. Maher came from Michael Jackson. He came for OJ. He's always spoken out against OJ. That was his thing. He's always spoken about him. Him and Pierce Morgan, they doubled on him. Yeah, he said shit about, he talked about Bill. He talked about Dr. Cosby. The best thing you can do against these people is not support them. Don't go on their shows. Don't watch this. Don't watch the shows. That's the message you can send to people like Bill Maher and Dave Portnoy and others. Black people have always, our parents have always, and y'all know this, stressed to us about hard work and working 10 times harder because you had to prove to yourself everything. The black war veterans that fought in World War II, they were told that. The double victory, those words that were stressed to them to go to recruit and join the army and the military and the Air Force and the Marines during World War II, and how it would be better for black folks at home. It didn't get better. They see your bravery and courage, and they're gonna think of you as equals. My grandfathers, both of them fought in World War II, and still had to take segregated train cars, trolleys. They had to sit in the back. They couldn't go at Woolworths and have a cup of coffee. They couldn't drink from the same water fountains. They couldn't use the bathroom. My grandfather couldn't use the bathroom in the post office off Loyola Avenue, the main post office. He went in there one day because he had to piss, and a white boy put his hands on him. And my grandfather was about that life. My grandfather pulled a knife on him, told him, next time you put your hands on me, your head's going to be floating in the toilet. Dr. Cosby, Dr. Cosby, and CC, I talk about him all the time. Dr. Cosby is the reason why, yes, enrollment in HBCUs went up. He and Debbie Allen. Debbie Allen, he hired to work on a different world. Y'all know that Bill Cosby actually could have, from my conversation, and I talked to Andrew Wyatt the other day, he actually could have rebooted a different world. There was offers to do that. He would have made millions of dollars. Did y'all know that Doc turned it down because he knew if he had done that and he lost control of the rights to the show, they were going to reboot it into some agenda-driven stuff, if you dig my meaning. I'm not trying to get kicked off YouTube. Again and again, I did see, somebody showed me, I did see the Marlon Wayans thing. Dwan B was doing a video on it. Shout out to him. Yeah, Marlon, I get he's got a kid that's in that life. But Marlon has always struck me as somebody that all of his movies deal with the butt. I think my meaning. All his movies deal with that kind of stuff. Yeah, I think he even said he got offered that. Well, that's not up to me, CC. I mean, he made a decision, and I think he did so to focus on some other stuff. I don't know, and I know what's going on with the state. I saw that one of the grandkids, I think Mike was suing Catherine Jackson over stuff because they are trying to get access to the funds. And keep in mind, Michael Jackson is going to be talked about again next year because they have the movie coming out. I don't know if any movie though can top the Jackson 5 American Dream movie they did on ABC. Even though that wasn't true, it wasn't an accurate account. That movie, to me, Lawrence Hilton Jacobs as Joe Jackson. And no offense to Taj if he's watching, but Taj, I love this version of your grandfather better. Just thinking of the sweet. My favorite scene is when he screams at Randy. Just thinking of the sweetheart, thinking of my baby. Get in the car! Get in the car! Get in the car! Get in the car! Michael wants to was trying to sell candy as a baby, as a kid. How much you buy these for? A nickel. And how much you charging? A nickel. Stick to practice, boy. Stick to music. I want to play store. Good switch. I'm sorry, man. I still enjoy that. Get in the car. Get in the car. Yeah. Get in the car. I every time I see it, I think about it. I think of that scene. Sorry, y'all. Get in the car. This is between me and the boys. Marlon, Michael, you gonna get it. I like that. This is it. Hold on. This. Wait, will I get a copyright? Yeah, I might get a copyright strike, but yeah, every time I see this, I don't care. I'm gonna play it. What? It's 25 seconds. I think I can get away with it. Hold on. Yeah.
Where's Randy? Oh, it's got to be one that's late.
I'm just
Come on.
thinking, just thinking of my sweetheart, just thinking of a new life, just thinking of the good
Sit here. Hold
signs,
on.
thinking about my baby.
Get in the car.
Baby.
In the car. I'm gonna yell that to your kids. Get in the car. Get in the car. Get in the car. Yeah, I saw Justin Timberlake got busted on a DUI. Yeah, that was Randy, man. Randy and Jermaine, y'all know this. Randy and Jermaine share the same baby mama. Randy's had a kid with her first, then Jermaine married her and had 2 kids with her. I think Jafar is her child. Yeah. Jafar sounds just like his uncle. That voice is just like Michael. When I was playing the video, Nicole's video to my dad thought, "Isn't that Michael?" I said, "Wait, Michael, Dad, how that possible?" I said, "That's his nephew." "Oh, he sounds just like him." Yeah. But yeah, Bill Maher, man. Yeah, don't mess with. I don't mess with Bill Maher anymore or Dave Portnoy. But you gotta stand. But you see how they're standing on business. We have to stand on business. We have to be the ones that when they attack our sisters like Angel Reese, or they try. Of course, Charlemagne didn't check Bill Maher, which was another thing I didn't care for. But Charlemagne, of course, when the opportunity arises, he's the kind that always folds, like he did when Joe Biden said, "If you don't vote for me, you ain't black." Because he's criticizing Biden on one hand, but at the same time, he's likely the one, and he is going to be the one that's telling you to go vote for him. Now, I'm of the position, like I said, if they don't offer us anything, elections are quid pro quo. You give something in order to get something. That's how life even is. And if they're not willing to do that, then we ain't got nothing to talk about. I know a lot of people who are inclined to vote just for Trump, despite what Biden for what he said, and Kamala Harris when they had potato head Steve Harvey doing those softball questions to her. You know for a fact they gave Steve Harvey those questions, and like Boss always says, Buck always come home. Damn right, I'm gonna do this. See here, I'm gonna do these questions, cause Kamala Harris, the Madam Vice President. This not about me. It's about her. It's about y'all. Yeah, I mean, just so many people off code. I mean, Emmanuel Ocho, he's never been on code, but Oh my God, I'm looking at this video. I saw he's tweeted about this, but KRS-One said something about Latinos in hip hop and downplay. Oh my God. What is it with these? Hold on. Y'all listen to this. So Tariq Nasheed put this up. So
today, people want to downplay the Latino role in hip hop. Yep. They are so stupid. Yep. Really? Hip hop would not have existed without specifically Puerto Rican. Specifically, Cubans were here, Haitians were here, Dominican Republic was here, everybody was here. All of South America been in the Bronx, okay? But Puerto Ricans in particular sided with the black folk here, and the Jamaicans were coming in as well. And this group of Puerto Ricans, Jamaicans, and American blacks made hip hop. Not American blacks, not Puerto Rican, not Jamaican. All of them made the culture.
Nobody can make examples given to these claims. There's a reason. He said, KRS-One is my guy, but he's 100% wrong. Tamara Burke's twin brother. Jen said all it took was a pair of shoes from Speaking
so
of,
it's an honor to give them first.
Yeah.
Simone, I got you too.
This is so real. I don't want to wear it.
Lord. Fat Joe made some remarks about Chris Brown. I'm sure y'all may have heard of that, saying Chris Brown could battle Michael Jackson. And people came for Fat Joe about that. So I've heard. Now, hold on. Let me play the clip.
Got into the controversy with Rihanna. We would be calling him Michael Jackson right now. Not like Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson. He's the most talented singer, artist, performer, hit maker of our time. There's nobody even close to Chris Brown. And it's time we move past it. It's been 20-something years that I know if there's no more incidents. Man, we're going to let this lifetime go by without saying the truth. And so what happens is when the truth is an unpopular decision, everybody gets scared to say it. They get canceled, especially famous people or somebody like that, right? But, the streets, they know what it is. Streets always know. They tell you the truth. There's the streets still bumping R. Kelly. He's in jail. He did terrible things. They still bumping R. Kelly. So what I'm trying to say is that it's a shame that we lying and we're not giving it up to the king of R&B, the king of music. I mean, Michael Jackson, we be thinking he could battle Michael Jackson. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm not lying. If you really look at his body of work, you look at all his hits, you see what he does, you remove from your mind.
Hell no.
That we don't like it.
No. I love Chris Brown. Yes, Michael Jackson did mentor Chris Brown. He said he was the next star. But Chris Breezy's catalog, which is pretty good, it is better than, I'll put it to you like this, it's better than what they put out today. If you're talking about based off what they're putting out today, which really they're not putting out great music. They are artists who put out outstanding music and are not getting breaks. There's a reason the old timers aren't putting out new hits. The industry has ignored them. But Michael Jackson has a catalog that is worldwide, that is universal. Chris Brown, he does have outstanding catalog. But I even with the Rihanna controversy, and I think that derailed him to a large degree. I know it derailed him. That in and of itself would not make him, in my eyes, on a level of Mike. Look at Usher. Look at Usher's shit. Usher's got a whole catalog of stuff. Usher was mentored by Diddy, yeah. But he was close with Mike. And I don't think Usher, his catalog could touch Mike. All of these Snoop guys that have come after, there's before Michael Jackson and there's after Michael Jackson. The only person you could say that could rival Michael Jackson might be James Brown at that time when they were alive, because James Brown was the one who Michael Jackson studied. Jackie Wilson was the one who Michael Jackson studied. Fred Astaire, Sammy Davis Jr. Yeah, you look at those old artists, Gene Kelly, Michael Jackson idolized those guys. They called and talked to him. They mentored him. Chris Brown is great. Beyonce's not great. I'm gonna get canceled I'm gonna get canceled by the Beehive. But Beyonce, to me, she's a good artist, but she's not great. She's not the best singer ever. Not the best singer of all time. Her record sales, that's because she's hyped. I'm not saying that she can't work or perform. She can. But they hype. That's who the industry picks, who they want to succeed and move forward, who they want to be this person. And she has a husband who is in the business, in the industry, that's making billions of dollars. That's all part of a conglomerate, which is why Beyonce and Jay-Z would never, I'd be shocked if they ever got divorced. She's never going to find a man that can bring in what Jay-Z can. But that's neither here nor there. But no, yeah, Fat Joe got slammed by a lot of people for saying this. Same one who said that Latinos played a role in creating hip hop. But that Chris Brown doesn't have a thriller. Hell, Chris Brown don't have a bad. Chris Brown don't have a danger. Off the wall. That's the deal. But look, we're gonna get out of here, y'all. I wasn't gonna be long. I gotta get ready because people coming back. So y'all stay tuned. I probably will not be on Thursday. I'll see what permits, but I'll likely gonna be on vacation. I am gonna be on vacation. We'll see, pending the weather. Y'all be safe and be blessed. All right. Thank you to Danielle. Thank you to CC. Yeah, Jackie Wilson. Superstar Bella. Make sure you all hit that like and subscribe button, ladies and gentlemen. Also, donate to the Cash App, PayPal, or Zelle. As you know, YouTube has demonetized our channel, but if you love me for my time, pay me for my time. All right. I'll be out of here. If you want to be safe and be blessed, I'll holla. Peace. All right, computer robots. I see you.